Welcome, everybody, to the softball field here on the campus of Mingus Union High School for our Saturday morning playoff matchup as the number 4 Mingus Marauders take on the number 13 Desert Edge Scorpions. I'm Philip Catafamo alongside Jackie Bessler here on Verde Valley TV. Well, Jackie, we're just a few days removed from when the Marauders captured their first 4A Grand Canyon region title since 2010, and they're back at home, and they're taking on number 13 Desert Edge Scorpions, who come to us from Goodyear from the 4A West Valley. What else can you tell us about the Scorpions, Jackie?
Well, they were number 2 in the 4A West Valley, right behind Cactus, and 2 of their losses came to Cactus during the season. And, obviously we played Cactus as well. Strong team.
Yes.
Completely understand that. They come to us, actually, they were 5A a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And in 2019 dropped back down to the 4A division. Prior to that, we hadn't seen a lot of Desert Edge. So this is going to be the first matchup that I'm aware of between these two squads in 4A.
Yes, and it should be. I got a chance to speak with Coach Brown. He said, well, we haven't gotten a chance to see this team too much, but he knows his team is ready. Coach Eiler on the side of Desert Edge, his team is ready as well. They've got some great players. But before we preview this matchup, the 4A Grand Canyon region did release their awards. We do want to give some mentions here. The Female Athlete of the Month, that is for the school. The month of March went to Mikkel Gordon, so congratulations to the Marauder first baseman for earning that award. In April, it went to Alexis Ayersman, the pitcher in the circle, who will more than likely be in the circle here tonight. We'll get you the starting lineups in just a little bit. The 4A Grand Canyon region awards, however, the first team, Alexis Ayersman, no surprise there, makes the first team for the region. Marissa Vaca, the shortstop / pitcher, also makes the region as a junior. And Mackenzie Figge, who has really turned on this season. She has been a fixture in left field. And I was talking with Coach Brown about how Mackenzie has been playing, and she has come out of nowhere and has been playing great. He said that she, obviously she's a junior, so 2 years ago she wasn't on the team, but she came out for tryouts this year, and Coach Brown said, I think I may have found my left fielder, and she's been doing great this season. So congratulations to Alexis Ayersman, Marissa Vaca, and Mackenzie Figge for making the first team. Kaylee Watson makes the second team, and then honorable mentions, Sydney Stapleton and Ella Balo.
Indeed, and congratulations to all of those players. Region awards are definitely important,
yes.
But they come at a time when you're going into playoffs. Now you got to take that little trophy, put it on the shelf, and forget about it, because
right.
it's back to softball games.
We also do want to mention Region Player of the Year went to Alexis Ayersman, and Coach of the Year, John Brown, back-to-back reigning Coach of the Year, won it in 2019, obviously the lost season in 2020, but here in 2021, Coach Brown has picked up right where he left off in 2019.
Well, in 2019, we went a couple of rounds into the playoffs, so we got to get past round 1 here today.
Yep.
Interesting thing, Mingus has been perfect at home,
yes.
9-0 on the season. Desert Edge on the road, 6-4, respectable, but 4 of their 6 losses have been on the road this year.
We will preview that matchup between the number 4 Mingus Marauders and the number 13 Desert Edge Scorpions when we come back here on Verde Valley TV. We'll get you the starting lineup, we'll get you the national anthem, and we will have first pitch right around the corner. Stay with us. Playoff softball is on the way.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Yavapai College has classes and certifications in the most sought-after trades, state-of-the-art industry skills, and accelerated learning programs. Don't chase the job market, command it. YC is offering 1 class free for the fall semester. Just visit us online at yc.edu/cares for details and register today.
Want to welcome you back here to the softball field on the campus of Mingus Union High School for our Saturday morning softball matchup as the number 13 Desert Edge Scorpions travel to Cottonwood to take on the number 4 Mingus Marauders in our first playoff matchup of the season so far. It is a beautiful morning here in Cottonwood, Arizona. We got a lot of fans here on the side of Mingus and on the side of Desert Edge. So if you are traveling here at the game and you happen to be listening, we're happy to have you here in person. And if not, we're happy to have you here on Verde Valley TV. I'm Philip Catafamo alongside Jackie Bessler. As we mentioned, the Marauders coming into this game off of a victory against Prescott to secure their first region title since 2009, correct myself from earlier, won on Wednesday, beating the Prescott Badgers, a region opponent, 4-1. A great outing for the Marauders, bouncing back from a loss taken on Monday to those same Prescott Badgers. But Jackie, coming into this game, the Marauders coming off a victory against Prescott, sort of a revenge game. They lost on Monday. They come here on Wednesday looking for come into that game on Wednesday looking for a victory. They got one 4-1 against Prescott, and here they are against the Desert Edge Scorpions, a team they have not seen at all. What else can you tell us about these Scorpions? How have they been doing on the season?
Well, honestly, the advantage is going to be with the Desert Edge Scorpion bats.
Yes.
They have got 5 batters in the lineup here today batting better than 400.
Yep.
So they can hit the ball as a team. They're batting 377 on the season, 196 hits. They've scored 184 runs, more than the Mingus Marauders for sure. 50 doubles, 6 triples, and 7 home runs, so they've got some power too.
Yep.
However, the question is have they seen a pitcher like Alexis Erzman yet?
And that's the big question, is have they seen anybody to that same level of Alexis Erzman? And that'll be the big question mark to see if those hot bats of the Desert Edge Scorpions can continue to stay hot against Alexis Erzman and the Mingus Marauders. Of course, Erzman will be in the circle for Mingus, but in the circle for the Desert Edge Scorpions is a freshman in Ariana Morales.
Morales has not done poorly at all. I'll tell you what, she has done quite well. She's pitched 74 innings. She's got an ERA of 3.27 on the season. She's given up 76 hits, 47 runs, only 34 of them earned runs, 28 walks, so she doesn't walk an awful lot, and 67 strikeouts to go along with it. So she is going to be a formidable opponent on the mound here for the Desert Edge Scorpions.
And for the Mingus Marauders, of course, the bats of Mingus sort of coming alive a little bit last week. A couple players who had been relatively cold are starting to get hot. Tabitha Freeman, I talked about in that game on Wednesday. She has really been turning it on. Mallory Copeland was 2 for 3 last game with an RBI against those Prescott Badgers. You've got Alexis Erzman, who's continuing to stay hot. Mackenzie Figge came in as a sub and got on with a walk and also with a double. But who else is hot for the Mingus Marauders in terms of offense?
Well, it's been across the board. And one thing that's amazed me about this squad is there aren't so many... It's not like there's 2 or 3 people in the lineup that, oh my gosh, if we can just walk them, it'll be better kind of a thing. It's hard to get away from it here in the Mingus lineup because of course, you got Erzman batting 567, but then you've got 6 other players batting over 300 for the Mingus Marauders. So it's just steady and consistent pressure that Mingus puts on its opponents. No, they don't score the same amount of runs as some teams we're going to see in the playoffs.
Yes.
But at the same time, we've got an ERA that's just barely over 1 for the Mingus Marauders this year.
Yeah, and that's, as we talked about it, that under 1 ERA goes to Alexis Erzman, and behind her, Marissa Vaca, who we've also seen in the circle. We probably won't see her in the circle unless some real trouble happens, but Marissa playing a phenomenal shortstop for Mingus all season long, switching out with Alexis Erzman. But Vaca coming in as well, an under 1 ERA to go along with the reigning region player of the year in Alexis Erzman. Like as you mentioned, Erzman, a 1.26 ERA coming into this game. 12 wins on the season and only 2 losses, and unfortunately one of those coming to the Prescott Badgers earlier this week. But Erzman in the circle here tonight against the Desert Edge Scorpions, and we are in for some fun. We're going to turn over the broadcast to public address announcer Brian Saravo here in just a few minutes. But Jackie, playoff atmosphere, playoff time. We saw a little bit of that playoff atmosphere on Wednesday with the Prescott Badgers. We're back here in Cottonwood against the Desert Edge Scorpions, and we're keeping an eye on a couple matchups ourselves, potentially looking more forward onto Tuesday.
Well, certainly so. I mean, it's going to be the winner of Swarita and Paradise Honors that will take on the winner of the Mingus Marauders and Desert Edge Scorpions. And, of course, home field advantage will go to the high seed. So if Mingus wins here today, they'll be able to host round 2 of the playoffs coming up, and that would be on Tuesday.
And, of course, it doesn't matter number 13 seed or number 4 seed, because if college basketball has taught us anything, anybody can lose at any point. And we've seen it a few times. In 2007, number 10, Siniga beat number 7, Catalina Foothills. We go a little bit more recently, 2015, number 9, Sunrise beat a number 11, Desert Edge. Actually, don't know why I wrote that one down. Ignore that one. But 2013, though, somebody that we're very familiar with, number 12, South Point Catholic, who's number 1 this year, beat the number 4, Ironwood Ridge High School. So nobody's writing off Desert Edge at all. They are a very talented squad. As you mentioned, they've got a lot of players who are batting over 400 this season. They do have a formidable foe in Alexis Ayresman, but we are in for a fun playoff softball game.
When you look at these two teams, the Mingus Marauders here, against 4A playoff teams, 4-2 on the season, including a couple of wins over Flagstaff, Prescott, and Greenway, losing to Cactus and Prescott as far as playoff teams, 4A playoff teams. All playoff teams in total, 6-2, the record for the Mingus Marauders. You take a look at the Desert Edge Scorpions, they come in 2-4 against 4A playoff teams and 2-5 against all playoff teams, all divisions this year.
Yeah, very much so. So we are in for an absolute fun softball game. We'll take you quickly around the diamond. We will go do this one more time. Mallory Copeland starting at third base for the Mingus Marauders. Marissa Vaca over at short. Ella Balo at second. Mikkel Gordon at first base. Mackenzie Figge in left field as usual. McKenna Watson goes into center field. Tabitha Freeman, who's been really turning it on of late, is in right. And the battery of Alexis Ayresman in the circle and Sydney Stapleton behind the plate. And the designated player for Coach John Brown is Kiki Saravo, who we've only seen in a few instances up at the plate, mostly a pinch runner.
In limited plate appearances, she's still batting 500.
That's true. Yeah, no, and Kiki's definitely been very effective. One of the reasons why she's in this lineup, I talked with Coach Brown about that decision to go with Kiki, and he said she's been swinging the bat very, very well during practice, and he's very much excited to see what she can do here tonight against Desert Edge.
Well, while we are waiting, let's take a look at other teams in Northern Arizona in the show. Number 1, Williams. We played them this year.
Yes, we did.
Yep, that was one of the playoff wins that we had against number 16, Duncan. Number 2, Baghdad takes on number 15, Fredonia. And Sedona Red Rock was in the play-in, but lost in the play-in round to Arizona Lutheran 14-5. As we take a look at, let's see, 2A. Sedona did get in, and they will play number 1 Scottsdale Christian 3A softball. There's lots of Northern Arizona teams.
Yes, very much so, yeah.
Winslow
3A is almost 90% of it.
I know, it's Northern Arizona. Winslow and Sholo matchup. Kingman takes on Payson. Chino Valley at number 11 is on the road at Northwest Christian. Page made it, believe it or not, at number 7. And Blue Ridge and Snowflake rounded out.
Hang on to that point there, Jackie. We're going to turn it over to Brian Saravo and get you ready for some playoff softball. The number 13 Desert Edge Scorpions take on the Mingus Marauders, who are ranked number 4. Stay with us here as we switch it over to Brian Saravo, our public address announcer.
Again, this game is streaming live on YouTube, youtube.com/Verde Valley TV. You can rewatch the game when you get home or let friends and family know who are not in attendance. Again, youtube.com/Verde Valley TV. Introducing first the visiting Desert Edge Scorpions, number 13, Anissa Mendoza. Number 4, Kyra Dean. Number 22, Alexis Cortez Martinez. Number 12, Kaylee Steele. Number 20, Oriana Lugo. And now your starting lineup in the flex position playing first, number 15, Eliana Rivera. In left field, batting ninth, number 2, Maya Barraza. In right field, batting 8th, number 14, Ariana Alfaro. The DP today, batting 7th, number 6, Sariana Castillo. Playing second, batting 6th, number 3, Kylie Hernandez. Catching today, batting 5th, number 7, Edie Varla. Pitching today, batting 4th, number 11, Ariana Morales. At shortstop, batting 3rd, number 5, Alyssa Garcia. Batting second, playing 3rd, number 8, Catalina Sanchez. And in center field, leading off, number 1, Maya Rincon. And now for your 4A Grand Canyon Region Champion Mingus Marauders, number 18, Cameron Jones. Number 5, Yasmin Mestis. Number 1, Kaya Soki. Number 4, Kaylee Watson. And now your starting lineup today in center field in the flex position, number 9, McKenna Watson. The DP today, batting ninth, number 28, Kiki Saravo. Batting eighth, playing first, number 23, Mikel Gordon. In right field, batting seventh, number 21, Tabitha Freeman. At third, batting sixth, number 17, Mallory Copeland. Catching today, batting fifth, number 22, Sydney Stapleton. At short, batting fourth, number 33, Marissa Vaca. Batting third, on the mound today, number 99, Alexis Hairsman. In left field, batting second, number 6, Mackenzie Figge. And leading off today, playing second, number 3, Ella Balo. And now if everyone would please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It is playoff time here on Verde Valley TV as the number 4 Mingus Marauders take on the number 13 Desert Edge Scorpions. I'm Philip Katafma alongside Jackie Bessler. Happy to have you along with us wherever you may be. And Jackie, we are in for an exciting first round matchup.
We are indeed. We were talking about the Mingus Marauder pitching. Mingus Marauder pitching has only given up 40 runs this year in 18 games, which is pretty impressive. 19 runs of those have been earned. 19 earned runs. Only given up 28 walks during the season and 193 strikeouts. Alexis Hairsman, number 2 in 4A in strikeouts, number 6 in the state in strikeouts.
Alexis Hairsman in the circle, as Jackie Bessler just told you, pitching for the Mingus Marauders. She has been the ace of this staff, and they will call her name until they can't. And right now, they're hoping that she can continue her success against the Desert Edge Scorpions. Let's go around the diamond before we get started. Mallory Copeland getting the start at third base for the Mingus Marauders. Marissa Vaca over at short. Ella Balo over at second base. Mikel Gordon over at first. In the outfield, Mackenzie Figge in left field. McKenna Watson in center, and Tabitha Freeman in right field. Sydney Stapleton behind the plate, and Kiki Saravo, the designated player for the Mingus Marauders. It'll be Maya Rincon, Catalina Sanchez, and Alyssa Garcia, the 1-2-3 for the Desert Edge Scorpions as they face Alexis Hairsman.
Don McCombs will be the plate umpire here, and out on the field, Fred Budzinski will be our umpire.
All right, Combs and Budzinski. I like it.
Taking a look at some of the playoff history of the Mingus Marauders. Interesting enough, in 2007, Mingus went into the tournament ranked number 9, lost in the second round to number 1 Arcadia, 4-0. In 2008, when it went to 4A2, Mingus was number 4, lost in the 3rd round, 2-1 to number 1 Arcadia. And in 2009, the last time Mingus won a Grand Canyon Region title, Mingus was number 3. They lost in the 3rd round to number 2 Greenway, 3-2.
Maya Rincon will lead things off for the Desert Edge Scorpions. It is a beautiful morning here in Cottonwood, Arizona, and a perfect day for some playoff softball. Erzman in the circle for the Marauders. Rincon on at the plate. First pitch is on the way. First one is away, and the count will go to 1-0 early on. So 1-0 count here to Maya Rincon, leading things off for the Desert Edge Scorpions. Erzman's second offering is on the way on the 1-0. Outside corner does not find the strike zone, and the count will go to 2-0.
Rincon comes in batting .440 on the season, 22 hits, 22 runs, 7 doubles.
2-0 count here to Rincon, the center fielder. Erzman looking for a strike. She'll find it.
Key to the game for both of these teams. Number 1, capture the butterflies.
Yes. A lot of these girls have not gotten a chance to play playoff softball just yet. And so they're getting their first taste of it here. The 2-1 pitch on the way from Erzman. That one's fouled off, and the count will go to 2-2.
Missed the camera.
Yes, thankfully our home plate camera is fixated a little bit higher, so should be a little bit tougher for anybody to get a foul ball close to there. But we come close a couple times.
Yeah, we have.
2-2 count here. Pitch on the way from Rincon. Marauders looking for their first out. The 2-2. Into right, but it'll go foul.
That one might make it. No, not quite.
Almost going to the baseball field?
Well, it looked like it might, but it landed on the top of the batting cages to the right side of us.
So we'll try it again here on 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Rincon. The 2-2. High and away, and now the count will go full, 3-2. Erzman's got to be real careful here not to lose Rincon on the bags, because Desert Edge has got a bunch of stolen bases as well.
They do. They run. Not nearly as much as Mingus has, who's got 57 stolen bases.
3-2, swung out and missed. Strikeout number 1 for Erzman. 1 down for the Marauders here to start things off.
Number 154.
Gets her with a high fastball, and now Catalina Sanchez will stride in, the third baseman for the Desert Edge Scorpions.
Doesn't get much easier, batting .468 on the season with 29 hits and 23 runs.
So 1 down for the Marauders on the leadoff strikeout. First pitch on the way here to Sanchez. In there for a strike.
76 degrees at game time first pitch.
Sure feels like 86 to be completely honest.
Well, he might get up to 82. There isn't a cloud in the sky.
No,
though.
there is not, but the sun is very prominent. The 0-1 is high, and the count will now go to 1-1. I mean, we're sitting outside. There's no press box here. You'll probably get a glimpse of us if you're watching along the backstop, but we're out and about. I mean, we're right in the thick of it, and the sun is beaming right on my face. 1-1 count on the way here, the pitch. Outside corner does not get the call. The count will go to 2-1.
As you get older, you'll start to see the benefits of wearing hats.
I should have wore a hat. That would have been smart. Or brought that umbrella. I have an umbrella that I keep forgetting to bring here. 2 balls and 1 strike here. The 2-1 on the way. Ground ball. Gordon picks it up, and it's bobbled. Toss to first is in time. Quick play from Mikkel Gordon, and a close play at first, but it goes the way of the Marauders.
Not too often that you actually see a ground out 3-4. Yeah. That is unusual. You'll have to watch that one.
Well, very unusual as we take a look at it here on the replay. The slow chopper. Gordon bobbles it, but just barely able to flip it to Balo before Garcia slides safe, and a very close, very, very close play. But it goes the way of the Marauders. 2 outs here, and now Alyssa Garcia will stride in the shortstop.
Mikkel was actually trying to keep that one in play. Is what she was trying to do, is make sure it didn't go foul, because that was a playable ball.
Yes. So Garcia watches the first pitch in for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0 with 2 outs. Outside corner is found, and the count will go to 1-1.
Garcia's a junior, batting .365 on the season with 23 hits and 26 runs scored. She also has a couple of home runs.
1-1 count here. Pitch on the way from Erzman is high, and now the count will go to 2-1. And that was one of the things that Coach Eiler was telling me about, is he had a few players who do have some pop in their bat, one of which being the catcher Eviana Varela, who we'll see a little bit later. Elisa Garcia, another one. 1-1 count here. Pitch on the way from Ayersman. Ground ball. Diving Balo will not be able to pick it up. It'll be a 2-out single. And Garcia comes on. That'll bring up Ariana Morales, the freshman pitcher for the Desert Edge Scorpions.
Just out of the reach of Balo. She dove for it. Might have dove just a tad early for it, but you can see Balo actually playing more in the hole on the right side, expecting that the right-handed hitters are not going to get around on the ball.
So Morales will stride in with a runner on first and 2 outs. First one on the way. Runner is going. Throw down to second is not going to be in time. They get her in time. Oh, they did. What do I know? They got him at second. Garcia tries to take off. It looked like the throw was going to be shallow, but Vaca picks it up from the ground. We take a look at it here, and they're able to get the runner. It is a 1-2-3 inning for Alexis Ayersman, and what a way to start for the Marauders. We'll move to the bottom of the first, where Mingus will get an opportunity on the offensive side. Stay with us.
Terrifying jobs, window washer, take 4.
So Fernando, this is a really terrifying job, man. Why do you do it?
I like to be up here looking at the view.
How far up are we?
Right now, we're about 400 feet.
This is a whole nother level. Is there anything that scares you?
Yeah, distracted drivers, man. They terrify me.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
Want to welcome you back here to the bottom of the first inning at Mingus Union High School on the softball field as the number 13 Desert Edge Scorpions take on the number 4 Mingus Marauders. It was a 1-2-3 inning and 1 base hit allowed for Alexis Ayersman in the top of the first inning, but here in the bottom of the first inning, the Mingus Marauders face Ariana Morales.
Yep, Morales comes into the game, a freshman, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention she was batting 400 when she was up there, which is quite impressive. An ERA of 3.27 on the season, and we'll have to see what the Mingus Marauders can do with her.
Ella Balo, Mackenzie Figge, and Alexis Ayersman will be the 1-2-3 against Morales, and they'll look to get things going here in the bottom of the first inning. Our score still 0-0, and we'll see what Morales has in store for the Marauders. First one on the way to Balo. Balo watches that one into the outside corner for a strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
How important was the caught stealing in the first inning to see if you can slow down the run game, huh?
Yeah, very much so. And Stapleton able to get the runner out at second to end the top of the first inning. The 0-1 on the way here in the bottom of the first. Balo gets it off the end of her bat. It is an easy catch for Catalina Sanchez at third. 1 down for the Scorpions.
How about 5?
Catalina Sanchez is over at third. Alyssa Garcia is at short. Kylie Hernandez at second. Eliana Rivera over at first. Maya Barraza in left. Maya Rincon in center. Adriana Alfaro in right field. Eviana Varela is the catcher. And, of course, Ariana Morales is the pitcher. First pitch to Mackenzie Figge is in for a strike.
Figge comes in batting .328 on the season. 20 hits, 30 runs scored.
Figge's really turned it on this season, and there's a big reason why she's usually in left field for Coach Brown. That's a nice off-speed pitch to get Figge out in front. The count will go to 0-2 quickly.
She's got a little bit of power. 5 doubles on the season, a triple, and 2 home runs.
Yeah, but Figge really kind of cements her position in left field as her speed. The 0-2. Figge pops that one up behind us. It'll go foul, and the count will remain 0-2.
And you're safe.
Yes. That is sort of one of the negatives to not having a press box, is anything that is kind of close to us is a good chance it hits us.
Hey, in 4A baseball, we want to say good luck to the Flagstaff Eagles, number 5, and to Coconino, number 14.
The 0-2 is fouled off, and the count will remain 0-2.
That one was coming at me.
That was, yes. Thankfully, there's also a fence in front of us, too. Yeah, definitely. I saw Bradshaw Mountain. Looks like they made it as well.
11.
Yeah, congratulations to our representatives in the 4A Grand Canyon region. Of course, here for softball as well. Prescott making the call, and Flagstaff making it as well. The 0-2 to Figgy is swung on and missed. It'll be the first K for Morales, the second out for the Scorpions. And now Alexis Erzman will stride in, the reigning 4A Grand Canyon Player of the Year.
The 4 teams for the Grand Canyon region, there were a couple of divisions that had 4 teams that went to the show. However, the Grand Canyon region is unique in the sense that all 3 of the teams were in the top 8.
That's right.
3 of them have home games.
That is very true. First one on the way here to Erzman from Morales is inside, and the count we're going to 1-0. Of course, Erzman was looking for a 1-2-3 inning, and it was the batter before Morales that got that single with 2 outs. So Erzman looking to do the same thing here and extend the inning for the Marauders. The 1-0 on the way. Erzman into center field. It is gone! Alexis has taken off. A lead, oh man. You want to start off the offense with a bang. Alexis Erzman not only gets a hit, but sends herself all the way around the bags with a 2-out homer to center.
Line drive that took about 2.4 seconds to get out of here.
Wow. Some big power from the 4A Grand Canyon Region Player of the Year. Erzman doing it with the bat, helping her own cause out as the Marauders now lead 1-0. And Marissa Vaca will stride in with 2 outs and the Marauders leading.
She split the L's.
She did, yeah. She split the L's for a big W into center field.
There you go.
First one is away, and it'll be a 1-0 count here to Marissa Vaca. Vaca playing shortstop and is the other pitcher for the Mingus Marauders. She's also been pitching very well this season, but has really been a fixture at shortstop because Erzman has really been dangerous all season. The 1-0. Vaca gets a piece of that one, but it will go foul, and the count will go to 1-1.
She's batting .385 on the season. Comes in with 20 hits, 18 runs. And when you bat behind Erzman, you don't get an awful lot of RBIs.
Yeah, no, of course, nobody on base here for Vaca, the 1-1. She will get that one to shortstop, and it will be caught by Kylie Hernandez. And that'll do it, but not before the Marauders can strike first with a big home run from their pitcher, Alexis Erzman. They lead 1-0. We'll head to the top of the second.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon Attorneys at Law. Trust well placed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
The Marauders lead 1-0 here in the top of the second inning. Alexis Erzman going yard to center field to give the Marauders lead. And now it'll be Ariana Morales, Eviana Varela, and Kylie Hernandez, the 1-2-3 here for the Scorpions in the top of the second inning. Morales looking for some revenge here. The first one on the way is in for a strike.
Freshman batting .400 on the season, 22 hits with 12 runs. She's got 8 doubles and 1 home run on the season.
The 0-1 is high, and then the count will go to 1-1. And what a confidence booster for Alexis Erzman. She does get the 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first inning, but to come up at bat and give yourself some run support, that helps a lot going forward. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Third offering on the way is fouled off, and the count will go to 1-2.
That was a good cut.
It was a very nice cut.
Right on that.
Oh, yeah. Morales, if anything, just a second behind that pitch.
Well, you can tell when the foul ball goes straight back with authority. You were right on.
When we're
it.
getting nervous about the camera, that's usually a good thing. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. The 1-2 offering. Swing on and miss. The second K for Alexis Erzman. And another leadoff strikeout for Erzman. 1 down for the Marauders.
A couple of games ago, I noticed that the Lady Marauders had K's drawn on pieces of paper, putting them up in the dugout.
Yeah, that was during the Greenway game. Yes, the game that went 12 innings. And funny enough, Alexis Erzman was the one who won the game on a 2-run walk-off home run. Ariana Morales will stride in, the catcher. First one is fouled off into the glove, and it will go foul, and the count will go to 0-1.
We're in number 7, batting .322 on the season, with 19 hits and 15 runs scored.
Varela looking for the 0-1 offering here from Erzman. With 1 out, the pitch. Off speed is high, and the count will go to 1-1.
Erzman's got such a great changeup.
Yeah.
She really does. Half the time when I've been watching her, I've been tempted to, call it like 2 seconds before it gets to the catcher.
The 1-1 here from Erzman is a fastball that's fouled off, and the count will go to 1-2. So Erzman once again ahead of a batter in the count. Had Morales 1-2, was able to get the strikeout. We'll see what she gives Varela on the same count with 1 out.
Multiple ways to pitch people. I mean, you change speeds, you change elevations, and you change in and out.
Let's see what she gives her here on 1-2. The pitch is away, and the count will go to 2-2.
The faithful are in the outfield out here today.
Yeah, everybody coming out to support the Marauders here. The 2-2 on the way. Outside, and the count will go full. Erzman looking for her second out and possibly strikeout number 3 here in the game so far. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch from 99 on the way. Swung on and missed. Another K for Erzman. 2 down for the Marauders.
3 in the game. 156 on the season, but who's counting?
Kylie Hernandez will stride in. Had a great grab over at short to end the bottom of the first inning and slow the Marauders' bats down, and we'll see what Hernandez can do here at the plate in her first batting opportunity. First one on the way here from Erzman. Off the hand, slow roller to Vaca, picks it up, throws it on to first. Back-to-back, 1, 2, 3 innings for Erzman. The Marauders will look to tack on a few more. They still lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Stay with us here, playoff softball on Verde Valley TV.
Lawler Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 36 years. Using green construction methods, Lawler Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. They thank you for your business confidence and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Lawler Construction homes at Mountain Gate and Clarkdale this summer.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
We pick things up here in the bottom of the second inning as the Mingus Marauders currently lead 1-0 to the Desert Edge Scorpions. It'll be Sydney Stapleton, Mallory Copeland, and Tabitha Freeman on to face Ariana Morales here in the second.
Little blast from the past from last year. Dylan Sweeney is playing athletically, collegiately at Wayne State College. Limited at bats as a freshman, but batting .333 at the college level.
Congratulations to her. First one on the way to Stapleton is foul, and the count will go to 0-1. And I talked with Coach Brown. I know Sweeney is obviously graduated now, but talking with Coach Brown about some of the other players, some of the players on the team this year. You know, obviously only 4 seniors this year, and Yasmin Mestis is focusing basketball, and Mallory Copeland's going to try to play softball at the next level. A couple other girls just trying to figure out what they want to do, but Alexis Ayersman is one that could probably play softball at the next level. Marissa Vaca, the 0-1 swung on a miss. The count will go quickly to 0-2 to Sydney Stapleton. Marauders have a few players who could be playing at the next level very, very soon.
Yeah, you were talking about the number of seniors Mingus has. Desert Edge only has 3 seniors on the squad.
Yeah, they've got a freshman in the circle right now. She's pitching well. The 0-2 on the way. Inside corner, not a bad spot to miss, but it will go for a ball, and the count will go to 1-2.
Home plate umpire flinched on that one.
So Stapleton awaiting the 1-2 here. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Down the count. No, that's it. Another strikeout for Morales. 1 down for the Desert Edge Scorpions. Here comes Mallory Copeland, who had a great game on Wednesday, going 2 for 3 with an RBI.
Copeland's batting .217 on the season, 10 hits, scored 6 runs. She's got 1 double on the season.
And that 1 double coming in that game on Wednesday against the Prescott Badgers to secure a 4A Grand Canyon Region title. First one runs inside for a strike. And a quick 0-1 count here to Mallory Copeland. 2 strikeouts so far on 1 hit, and 1 run allowed for Morales so far, almost through 2. The 0-1 on the way here to Copeland. Copeland check swing. That one will be a called strike, so the count will go to 0-2.
Been noticing the infielders all have wristbands, so I think the infielders are getting the calls from the catcher too, so they know what's coming.
Looking like a bunch of quarterbacks out there playing some softball. The 0-2, got her looking, a backwards K for Morales. 2 down for the Scorpions.
Home plate umpire definitely calling the inside corner.
Not favoring the outside portion of the plate like we've seen all season so far.
Well, everybody has their favorites. Home plate umpire Don McCombs.
Tabitha Freeman will come in here with 2 outs. First one on the way to Freeman, the right fielder, runs in that same inside corner for a strike. And the count will go to 0-1.
Getting that call, you set up shop there, huh?
Yeah, very much so. You kind of have to keep it consistent. The 0-1 offering. Freeman watches that one inside, and it will go for a ball a little too high and inside. The count will go to 1-1. Tabby has really been turning it on of late for the Mingus Marauders, finally cementing herself in right field, which has been a big question mark for the Marauders so far. We've seen a lot of people play right field. The 1-1 here to Freeman is going to go away for a ball, but Tabitha really has been cementing her positioning in right field.
Batting .320 on the season. She's got 8 hits, 6 runs scored.
2-1 offering here on the way from Freeman, going to have to protect. She'll watch it inside. Now the count will go to 3-1.
I like what she did. Just as the pitch was about to come, she backed off the plate.
Yeah. 3 balls and 1 strike here. Morales struggled with the 3rd batter in the 1st inning. It was a home run to Alexis Ayersman. We'll see if she can change her luck here and get back to this count, making it even, the 3-1. She will not. It'll be a walk for Tabby Freeman. She'll get on first. And now Mikkel Gordon will look to bring Freeman in to score.
I like Mikkel's walk-up music.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure who sings this song, but I'm very familiar with it.
Gordon's batting .356 on the season with 16 hits, 13 runs, 17 RBIs.
Gordon watches the first one inside for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0, and you can see Varela taking a look at Freeman over at first base. We'll see if Coach Brown puts a little pressure on Morales here with 2 outs and tests the arm of Eviana Varela, the catcher. The 1-0. Slow chopper to short. Picked up by Garcia. Throw on to first. Not dug out. She is safe. Freeman goes to 3rd. Freeman will stand on 3rd base, and Gordon gets on.
She'll get on reach on error. 53rd error for the Scorpions this season.
Runners on the corners here for Kiki Saravo, the designated player. Saravo, in minimal batting opportunities, has really made the most when she's been up at the plate.
Batting .500.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to get better than that.
Well, I guess 1,000 would technically be better than that, right?
Yeah, I know, but if you're not at this level, you know.
That's true.
I mean, it's hard to hit 500 in this level.
That is very true. So we're getting our first opportunity really here to see Kiki Saravo in a more high-stakes situation. Saravo pulls back the bunt. Gordon's about halfway to second. Go to second, Mikkel. She is going to be safe. So Mikkel gets probably the most unconventional stolen base. She's standing at second going, do I go? And she went.
Well, she stood there waiting for the throw, and it was almost it was defensive indifference. They just didn't want to risk throwing the ball down with somebody at third.
Yeah, very much so. So really smart on the side of AIA to not make that throw and just get it right back to the pitcher. The 0-1 here to Saravo is popped up. Garcia should make the catch at the end of the inning. She does not. They're going to call it fair. They're going to call, I kind of figured they were going to call it runner's interference. The run will not count. It will be runner interference. So the out will count, and that will end things here in the bottom of the second inning. But the Marauders putting a little pressure on Desert Edge will head to the top of the third, where the Scorpions will get an opportunity at bat.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
From the Glen Canyon Dam to the corner sidewalks, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has helped build Arizona and the Southwest since 1959. Much like the products they provide, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has a strong sense of community and contributes to it in meaningful ways. Phoenix Cement is considered a premier employer and community supporter and would like to thank their friendly neighbors for 6 decades of continued support. Think harder, think concrete.
So a little bit of confusion to end the bottom of the second inning. A fly ball into the air, and Alyssa Garcia was coming up to get the ball, and it seems like Mikkel Gordon had maybe ran into her, which caused the out for runner's interference, basically. And so that ended the inning, but Coach Brown arguing his case, didn't get the call. Regardless, we pick things up here in the top of the third inning. Our score 1-0, Mingus leading Desert Edge. Alexis Hare's been looking for another 1-2-3 inning.
Well, it's really questionable. The ball did land behind the shortstop.
Yes.
And so she came into the base path.
Correct.
Now also where the sun is sitting with that pop fly at the shortstop position, that was looking right into the sun as well. You wonder if that played a role. But
that's true.
Nonetheless, the inning is done.
Serena Castillo, Ariana Alfaro, and Maya Barraza will be the 1-2-3 here for the Scorpions. Air's been looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Mingus again leading 1-0 here in the top of the third. First one on the way is low, and it'll go for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0. Do want to welcome you here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Castillo batting .357 on the season. She's got 10 hits, 6 runs, and starts with that open stance. Look, she's almost out of the batter's box with that open stance, and then brings it forward.
1-0 is going to be a slow roller. Copeland's got to make the play at third. Throw on to first is in time. One down for the Marauders.
Now, question for you. Are you a fan of sliding at first?
No, I am not. I think it slows your momentum because you have to slow down to slowly creep into that slide position. I believe it's a tactic that has probably worked in some instances, and I honestly don't blame the Scorpions for trying to get on base any way they can and trying something like that. I don't think the tactic itself is bad. I just think it's a little bit unnecessary sometimes.
Well, I think it takes away a half a step and
agree.
could make the difference on whether you're safe or not.
Ariana Alfaro watches the first pitch away. One out here in the top of the third inning, 1-0 our score. One ball, no strikes.
Alfaro comes in batting .333, 7 hits, 11 runs on the season. A couple of doubles to go with it.
1-0 is cut on and missed, and the count will go to 1-1. But it's a playoff game. You do whatever you can to get on first. So, you know, it's maybe a little unconventional, but you try what you can. 1-1 count here on the way to Alfaro with one out. Pitch on the way is going to go foul, and the count will go to 1-2.
3 groundouts, 3 strikeouts, and a caught stealing. That's how Mingus has gotten all their outs so far this game.
Yeah, 3 strikeouts here for Alexis Ayresman. Maybe looking for number 4 with 1 out. The 1-2 on the way. The pitch outside and away, and the count will go to 2-2.
Taking a look at these teams defensively, and of course any given Saturday morning is always different, but defensively Mingus has almost 0.8 of a point better in percentages on fielding percentages.
2-2 is a little away from Ayresman, and the count will go full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 1 out. 1-0, Mingus leading the Desert Edge Scorpions here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Quote a famous movie, just a bit high.
Yes, very much so. And a famous broadcaster, of course. The 3-2 will go foul and will stay here at 3-2. Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker.
Yes.
Alexis has nothing in common with the Wild thing, though.
No, of course, no. Funny enough, though, they do wear the same number.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so they do have something in common. The 3-2. Outside corner, got it looking. 4 Ks for Alexis Ayresman, 2 down for the Marauders. And that'll bring up Maya Barraza, the left fielder.
2 Mayas in the outfield for the Scorpions.
Yes, keeping it consistent.
Now you got to wonder if you come out in the sunshine like this and you're wearing the all-black uniforms, if that makes it a little hotter.
Well, potentially. I've been told that, I guess we're wearing lighter colors as that one is dropped down right to Ayresman. Another 1-2-3 inning for Alexis Ayresman. And the Marauders will head to the bottom of the 3rd, leading 1-0. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate, as well as a 3rd-generation State Farm agent, serving you in the same Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin and her team want to wish all of the Mingus athletes the best of luck this season. Go Marauders! Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
Ella Balo will lead things off for the Mingus Marauders here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Our score 1-0 as the Marauders currently lead the Desert Edge Scorpions. I'm Philip Catafamo alongside Jackie Bessler here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. We'll see what Ella Balo can do here against Ariana Morales. First one on the way. Balo looking for bunt. Will pull back, and the count will go to 1-0.
Balo was 1 for 2 against Prescott to win the Grand Canyon Region Championship, and she sometimes does that slap hitter approach.
Yes, she does. Balo again, maybe trying to drop down that bunt, pulls back, and the count will go to 2-0. You can see Sanchez, the 3rd baseman for the Scorpions, creeping closer and closer to first.
That leaves the right field line completely open right now if she can get around on something.
The 2-0. Balo watches that one high, and the count will go to 3-0. Of course, with Ella on first, if she can get on with a walk, does present a challenge as well because Ella's got a lot of speed on the bags as well. The 3-0 on the way here as Balo leads things off in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Mingus leading 1-0. The 3-0, it'll be a walk.
6 stolen bases on the season. And she runs through the bag down to first. I love that. You know what? That's hustle. I like that.
Mackenzie Figge will stride in here with a runner on first and no outs for the Marauders in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Figge struck out in the 1st inning, looking to change her luck here with a runner on first.
Morales has given up 2 walks and 1 hit. The 1 hit, of course, the solo home run.
Figge with a drop down bunt. It will go behind the catcher and foul, and the count will go to 0-1. Figge, another one with a lot of speed. I believe Mackenzie's leading the team with stolen bases.
That, I believe, is probably true.
Yeah, she's got 11.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's got 10. Marissa's got 11. So technically, Marissa Vaca leading the team in stolen bases. Mackenzie Figge right behind her. The 0-1 pitch on the way to Figge, but pulled back. Balo's going to stay at first. Throw down to first is not in time. Balo is safe, and the count will go to 1-1.
That was close.
Very close.
That was a good snap throw by the catcher.
Yes, it was.
And I like the way the first baseman played it in front of the bag, taking the tag right behind as soon as she got the ball.
So 1-1 count here to Figge. Balo over at first. No outs for the Marauders. The 1-1 here from the Scorpions is dropped down. Picked up by the pitcher Morales, almost overthrown to first. She is safe. They're going to say the second baseman covering was off the bag, so Figge gets on, and Balo will go to second.
Well, that puts 2 on for Alexis. And the only run in the game so far, Mingus leading 1-0, Alexis's home run. Now she's got 2 ducks on the pond sitting in front of her. You're a freshman pitcher, Morales. Does this start to play with your head?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe not, because Morales has really kind of settled down a little bit. Granted, she did give up the walk and she did give up a base hit, although the base hit could have been an out. Unfortunately, that was a fielding error, so not necessarily her fault. First pitch goes high, and the count will go to 1-0. But if I'm Coach Eiler, a little later in the game, if we're in the same situation, maybe I'm thinking about walking Erzman. But for right now, you probably can give it up.
Well, 1-0 lead, yeah. No, it's too early. She can hit a hard ground ball as well.
Exactly. The 1-0 runs inside. Throw down again to first. They get her in time. She is safe. Balo's going to take off the third. Runners on the corners as Figge stays at first and Balo advances to third. They're going to call her out. So excuse me, Figge is out at first. 1 down now for the Scorpions. A close play at first, and here comes Coach Brown to argue his case. I will say Varela kind of blocked my view. I wasn't able to see that pickoff play.
The ball beat Figge back to the bag.
It kind of looked like it did. It looked close.
Now the question is whether or not she
there we go. And then that opens it up there for Coach Eiler to walk Alexis Erzman. So unfortunately, the mistake from Figge results in Erzman not batting, and now Erzman is at first. Kaya Soki will not be the pinch runner for Erzman here early, I should say the courtesy runner. So we'll let Marissa Vaca bat. Erzman is over at second. 1 out for the Scorpions here as the Marauders remain their lead intact, 1-0. First one on the way to Vaca is pulled back. Erzman dancing around second. We'll see if Balo takes off. Ella's going to take off home. She's safe. So the Marauders get the run, and Erzman is safe. 2-0, Mingus leads.
So Erzman gets the stolen base, and technically so does Balo.
So another stolen base for the Marauders, and they lead now 2-0 here in the bottom of the third.
Vaca's still got 1 in scoring position out there. She was 0 for 3 against Prescott, looking to try to get back in the positive category here.
So we'll see what Erzman does at second with Vaca at the plate. Stapleton waiting on deck. We're going to get... Now the count will go to 1-0, by the way. So Vaca waiting the second offering here for Morales on 1-0. Vaca will get the bunt, and it'll go foul. So the count will go to 1-1.
A little too much air under that.
You know, getting back to my point, I was saying that early on, Morales, when she did find herself in trouble, she was able to get out of it. Of course, if she does get that out at first, that puts Erzman on first a little bit sooner, and that gives the Scorpions 2 outs. But of course, the error at third and the non-tag at second is kind of what's slowing the momentum of Morales here, as that one's away. Erzman's going to take off, and we're going to have a rundown here. Erzman's going to try to get the second, and she is out. So now 2 outs, as Erzman is out on a rundown.
So that'll be a caught stealing.
Yes.
And Desert Edge played that very well. They played that rundown very well. There was a point in which Erzman looked at second and nobody was covering.
Yeah, but a great job from Hernandez to come over and cut off that ball and take away that possibility at third base for Erzman. So now 2 outs here. The 1-1 is away, and the count will go to 2-1. But as soon as I was saying Morales is kind of struggling with on the defensive side, she gets picked up right there by her defense.
Yep, absolutely.
So great job by the Scorpions there to get a couple outs for their pitcher. The 2-1. That one's high, and the count will go to 3-1. Three balls and one strike here to Marissa Vaca. No one on, 2 outs. Mingus leading 2-0 to the Desert Edge Scorpions in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Vaca looking to get on, the 3-1. Slow ground ball, picked by the glove of Morales. Throw on to first, that'll do it. 1 run does come around. Mingus leads 2-0 against the Desert Edge Scorpions. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. More playoff softball on the way here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the 2nd largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built.
Go from foul and dirty to fresh and flirty in one call to AZ Bright Bins. Have your residential garbage cans professionally cleaned. AZ Bright Bins uses a high-pressure system and 230-degree water to clean and disinfect. Doing it yourself is smelly, dirty, and uses up to 15 times more water. Act now for an introductory offer of only $10 per can. Look at your garbage can. It's worth it. Get started now at azbrightbins.com.
We pick things up here in the top of the 4th inning. Our current score, Mingus Union 2 and the Desert Edge Scorpions 0. As we pick things up in the top of the 4th inning, leading off will be Maya Rincon, who struck out in the 1st inning, her only at-bat so far. We'll see what Alexis Erzman has to offer her, as Erzman's looking for another 1-2-3 inning. First pitch is away, and the count will go to 1-0. To get you updated on some of our other 4A Grand Canyon region teams who are also in the tournament, currently, the number 8 Prescott Badgers are losing to Poston Butte 3-0 as that game is going along. And then the Marauder, as that one runs inside, and then of course, whoever wins this game will go on to face either Paradise Honors or Swarita. And currently that game is 0-0 in the 5th.
Wow.
Yeah, what an incredible playoff matchup for that one. But here at Mingus Union, 2-0 count here on the way to Rincon. Is in for a strike, and the count will go to 2-1.
Well, that's interesting because Paradise Honors is accustomed to putting up, 18, 22 runs a game.
Yeah.
I mean, they got players in the top 25 in 4A in just about every batting category. They just dominate it.
The 2-1, swung on and missed. The count will go to 2-2. But that's the thing with those. You look at the bottom of the bracket and you look at some of the teams' records, but look at their strength of schedule and who they've been playing. And Swarita is one of those teams who have really been tested all season long.
Well, they've won their division, but they're the only representative from their division.
The 2-2 is check swung, and they're going to say, did she go? She did not. Count will go full. Rincon once again drawing a full count against Alexis Erzman. It was a strikeout in the 1st inning, so advantage to Erzman in the first at-bat. We'll see what Rincon does here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Erzman looking for the first out of the inning. Can she get it here on 3-2? The pitch. She will not. So Rincon wins that battle and gets on with a leadoff walk.
Now that's the best opportunity so far here, the leadoff walk for the Scorpions. They've been 9 up, 9 down. They did have a 1 single back in the 1st, and then a caught stealing erased that hit. So this second base runner for the Scorpions this game.
And Catalina Sanchez will stride in, who grounded out in the 1st inning. That one is away. Throw down to first is not in time. Does get away from Gordon, but will stay in the infield. So the count will go to 1-0. Catalina Sanchez still at the plate. Maya Rincon, the runner at first, safe. No outs for the Marauders. Erzman still looking for the first out here in the top of the 4th inning. Mingus leading 2-0. The 1-0 on the way to Sanchez. Into right. Freeman trying to track it down. She'll make the catch. Throw to first. Is not in time as it goes out of the glove of Gordon. And Rincon will stay at first, but 1 out for the Marauders.
That's not easy. That had spin on it.
Almost.
Yeah. Well, the catch in right field wasn't easy. That had spin on it.
Yes.
It started toward the Salt River Materials Group right center and then ended up all the way back at, oh goodness gracious, the Larry Green side out there.
but a great grab by Tabitha Freeman, almost doubling up the runner at first. So one down for the Marauders, and now Alyssa Garcia, who has the only hit so far for the Desert Edge Scorpions, will stride in here with one out.
I was talking about some of the top 25s, and I'll deal with that in a moment.
That one will go foul. Another good slice there from Garcia, and the count will go to 0-1.
So top 25 stat leaders, when you just deal with batting averages. Lidzima Romero, 708, batting 708.
Yeah, playing for Paradise Honors.
And Paradise Honors.
Yeah.
Emily Morales, 644. Those are two in the top 10 right there. They also have 12.
That one is high, and the count will go to 1-1. And yeah, those two players you just mentioned, like you said, Jackie, Paradise Honors really offensively beating up on teams, and it's really interesting that Suarita has been able to keep them quiet.
Yeah, well, Leah Salas for Suarita is batting 603. She's in the top 25 too.
The 1-1 here to Garcia. Slow chopper. Marauders looking for a double play to end it. Throw on to Vaca out at second. Throw on to first, not in time. So they get the lead runner at second base for the second out of the inning, and Garcia will reach for the fielder's choice.
Definitely take the out and take the lead out.
Yep.
No, and it looked like Vaca had a little trouble getting that one out of the glove.
Well,
otherwise,
even Erzman took a second to throw down to second, so.
Well, make sure you get one.
Of course, of course. And it was smart of Erzman to go to second almost immediately to get that lead runner. But here we are again. It's the top of the fourth inning. Mingus leading 2-0 to the Desert Edge Scorpions. 2 outs with a runner on first. That is Alyssa Garcia, who just reached for the fielder's choice. Ariana Morales, who struck out in the second inning, will check swing foul the first pitch.
You know that was a hit and run. The runner was rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Hit and run was on, and she did a protective swing.
And you have to kind of pull out all the stats because unlike in other years, there is no loser's bracket. This is a single game elimination.
Well, the normal is round 1 is single elimination,
right.
And round 2 goes double elimination.
The 0-1 is low, and the count will go to 1-1. But regardless, if somebody has a bad game, that's it.
Yeah,
you don't get that second opportunity.
Very true.
So 1-1 count here to the pitcher, Ariana Morales. Alexis Erzman in the circle for the Mingus Marauders. 2 outs for the Marauders here. Scorpions do have a runner on first. The 1-1 here. Right to Gordon, and it's foul. And the count will go to 1-2. Erzman so far, though, 4 strikeouts. Possibly looking at number 5 here with a 1-2 count. And it'll be a similar balls and strikes count. On 1-2, Erzman was able to get Morales swinging. We'll see if she can do it here on 1-2. Erzman trying to get out of the inning with a runner on first. The 1-2 on the way, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 5 for Erzman. That'll do it here in the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Mingus leads 2-0.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon Attorneys at Law. Trust well placed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Sydney Stapleton, Mallory Copeland, and Tabitha Freeman will be the 1-2-3 for the Mingus Marauders here as we kick things off in the bottom of the fourth inning. Philip Katafmo alongside Jackie Bessler here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Marauders still facing Ariana Morales, and they still lead 2-0.
You know, there were some fantastic matchups in the first round, especially in that bottom division.
Oh yeah, very
gosh.
much so. Yeah, we were kind of talking a little bit before even this game started. We were talking all through the week to see who Mingus was going to play. First one from Stapleton's a hot shot, picked up Garcia, throw on to first. What a play from the shortstop.
That was a hard shot and a short hop.
Yeah, and she got it right on the backhand and was able to make the throw to first. Great play from Melissa Garcia for the Desert Edge Scorpions. One down from Ariana Morales. We'll take another look at it. A hot shot. And Garcia with a great grab. Wearing number 5, my favorite player, Nomar Garcia-Parra, doing a little bit of Nomar there at short. First one on the way here to Copeland is fouled off, and the count will go to 0-1.
So far, the Mingus Marauders are ambushing Morales here in the fourth, going after the first pitch. Stapleton hit that ball hard, and to her credit, unfortunately, it was one of those right at 'ems.
And you might as well, if Morales is going to offer you a first pitch strike, you might as well take a hack at it. The 0-1 on the way to Copeland is pumped up to the first baseman. It is caught by Rivera, and now Morales with an opportunity to get her first 1-2-3 inning. And Tabitha Freeman will look to extend the inning for the Marauders. She was able to do just that in the second. Got on with a walk, reached all the way to third base, and then unfortunately did not come around to score.
You know, in that bottom bracket, you get Canyon Del Oro that fights so hard to get to number 3, and then they end up with division foe Tucson Saguaro in the first round.
First one is high for a ball for Tabitha Freeman. Again, it's the bottom of the fourth inning. Marauders up 2-0. 1 ball, no strikes here to Tabitha Freeman with 2 outs. And no one on base.
That's just a tough draw.
It really is.
Because Saguaro has played their entire division tough. They haven't been totally successful.
That one swung on and missed. The count will go to 1-1.
But nonetheless, I mean, Canyon Del Oro beat Tucson Saguaro, division foe 7-0 earlier in the latter part of the season, but it was much closer. I think it was like 5-3 earlier in the season.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. The 1-1 offering here to Freeman is high, and it'll go for a ball. The count will go to 2-1. Another one, a fun matchup that I'm looking forward to is this Greenway versus Flagstaff game. Flagstaff is so scrappy. They could easily give Greenway a tough time later today.
Well, not only that, it was a 2-1 win by Flagstaff earlier in the season.
That's right. It was very close.
Yep. And, you know, and Caitlin only gave up 2 runs for Greenway in that one, but kudos goes to Flagstaff. The Flagstaff pitcher only gave up 1.
Yes, and Flagstaff is one of those teams who could give those higher seeds a lot of trouble. Greenway, of course, coming in at number 10, but a good number 10. Flagstaff, number 7, but a really good number 7. We're in for some good matchups here. The 3-1 on the way to Freeman is swung on and missed, and the count will go full. So Freeman walked in her first at-bat in the second inning. And now with an opportunity here maybe to get on for the Marauders, but it's going to be tough with a 3-2 count as Morales looks for her first 1-2-3 inning and possibly strike out number 4.
Seton Catholic on the road to Cactus, and Cactus has been rolling.
3-2 into left. High in the air, tracking it down is Barraza, and she will make the catch. And you can see a couple fans here on our left thought that maybe Tabby got a hold of one, but it does go for a pop-up, and that will end things here. It is a 1-2-3 inning for Morales. We'll head to the 5th. The Marauders lead 2-0.
Lawler Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 36 years. Using green construction methods, Lawler Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. They thank you for your business confidence and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Lawler Construction homes at Mountain Gate and Clarkdale this summer.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
It is the top of the 5th inning here at Mingus Union High School. Philip Catafamo alongside Jackie Bessler. The Marauders lead 2-0 against the number 13 Desert Edge Scorpions. Alexis Erzman will face Eviana Varela. She will face Kylie Hernandez and Serena Castillo. The 1-2-3 as the first pitch is fouled off, and the count will go to 0-1.
That one was fouled so hard it hit the backstop and rolled up and over. Seriously, it went into the crowd.
So an 0-1 count here on a very interesting foul ball. Viela struck out in the second inning. Erzman looking for her 1-2-3 as that one will go high and the count will go to 1-1.
That was a good pitch. That did not miss the high part of the zone very much.
And it's very much a pitch that a lot of players will chase. That high right at the letters. We'll see if Erzman goes back to it here on 1-1, the pitch. And she does go high, but it goes away, and the count will go to 2-1. Varela was able to work the count full before Erzman got her swinging.
Haven't been many games where Desert Edge hasn't scored a ton.
2 balls and 1 strike here, the pitch. It'll go foul, and the count will go to 2-2.
Only scored 3 against Paradise Honors in a loss 10-3. Scored 1 versus Millennium, 5A number 11.
In a 3-1 loss, though, very close.
3-1 loss, 7-0 loss to Paradise Honors, kind of halfway through the season, and a 10-2 loss to Cactus.
2-2 is high in the air to center. Watson trying to make a play on it. She'll come up and make the catch for the first down of the inning. And now Kylie Hernandez, who grounded out in the second inning, will get her second opportunity here against Alexis Erzman with 1 out.
Watson played that absolutely perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Took 2 steps back, got her bearings, figured out where the ball was, came up on the ball.
Now, I will say, if she loses one in the sun, I'm going to blame the backwards hat.
Well, that could be. And I think you got agreement by some of the fans here.
First pitch to Hernandez is away, and the count will go to 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. The Desert Edge Scorpions up at the plate. It is Kylie Hernandez, the second baseman. Second pitch as well.
I had forgotten, is Hernandez the only lefty in the lineup?
That's a great question.
I think she might be.
And Ella Balo is the only lefty for the Mingus Marauders in the lineup.
Oh.
Yeah, so both teams sharing left-handed batters here, and funny enough, they both play second.
There you go.
And they're both wearing number 3. That one runs inside. They're going to call it a hit by pitch, so Hernandez will get on.
Ooh.
So not really sure where that hit Hernandez, but it did get a piece of something, so she'll go on to first. Yeah, more than likely. She is okay. She's probably not too happy that she got on base that way, but nonetheless, she'll try to be the difference maker here as the tying run is now at the plate. And Serena Castillo. Castillo grounding out in the 3rd inning. And the Marauders would love that here with 1 out.
Well, she's got 4 stolen bases, so I'm pretty sure she's not too disappointed being on first, and you don't have a bruise for her.
Her OPS goes up, but it does not help her average as that one goes foul, and the count will go to 0-1. Do want to give you an update, though. The number 8 Prescott Badgers are currently on the road to take, or excuse me, they're at home to take on number 9 Poston Butte, and currently Poston Butte up 4-0 after 3.
Oof.
And as we mentioned, of course, the other representative in the 4A Grand Canyon region outside of these Mingus Marauders is the number 7 Flagstaff Eagles, who are once again, as that one goes in for a strike, count will go to 0-2, who are once again facing Greenway, who come in at number 10.
That one expected to be a low-scoring game.
Should be a lot of fun, though. Good battle. If you're in the Flagstaff area, go check that one out at 3 p.m. But here at Mingus Union High School, an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way is barely pieced up by Castillo. It will go foul, so the count will remain 0-2.
You know how cats have 9 lives? She just barely, she was so far behind the plate when she decided to swing and do a protective swing on that one.
Yeah, but she got a piece of it regardless, so the count will go to 0-2. Castillo smartly staying alive at the plate. Hernandez over at first, reaching on the hit by pitch. 1 out for the Marauders. The 0-2 is fouled off as well, and the count will remain 0-2. And you mentioned Castillo's stance, that open stance. She sort of slowly drags that left leg back to her right foot, sort of like almost like a charge up. And then, of course, when she goes into her hitch to go for her swing, she'll extend that left leg out. A lot of times you do see a lot of players with that left leg out. Bryce Harper is one that does that. Cody Bellinger has his feet out. The 0-2 swung on and missed. They're going to try to double up the runner. The throw to first is not in time. It will go for a K. 2 down for the Marauders. Hernandez is safe at first, and Ariana Alfaro will step up. But my point being is that you see the open stance a lot in a lot of sports.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes it helps you see the ball a little bit better.
Timing as well.
Yeah, but you make yourself... it's harder to get to the inside pitch because you're trying to bring your body forward, so you're bringing your body in, so the inside pitch becomes your nemesis.
And take Cody Bellinger off that list. He has a closed stance, but Bryce Harper is one of those guys who does have that open stance. First one on the way here is in the dirt. Good scoop there by Stapleton to keep the runner at first.
She gets a little bit of love and appreciation from Earsman out there.
I would say I'm buying Sydney some a late lunch after this game after that grab.
Breakfast burritos on me.
There you go.
There we go. Yes, indeed.
1-0 count with a runner on first and 2 outs here in the 5th. The second offering is in for a strike. And the count will go to 1-1.
That's how pitchers respond.
Yes.
When they know you got their back.
I was going to say a steak dinner, but I don't know if Alexis has got the budget for a steak dinner right now.
Not only that, but these are amateurs. You can't give prizes.
The 1-1 is high, and the count will go to 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike here to the batter Ariana Alfaro.
So far in this game, Mingus is still leading 2-0.
Yes.
Earsman has given up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 hit by pitch.
And that is why we do have a runner on first. That hit by pitch by Hernandez here. The 2-1 on the way is high and away, and the count will go to 3-1. Earsman got to slowly work her way back in the count here. Does not want to lose Alfaro.
Maya Barraza is up next, who only saw 1 pitch, the bunt back to the pitcher.
Yep. The 3-1. That is inside, and it'll get runners on second and first.
Okay, first time in the game,
Yep.
the Scorpions have somebody in
now
scoring position.
A little pressure here to Alexis Earsman.
Oh, and now we'll see if the coach is going to do a pinch hitter.
This will be a courtesy hitter, so we will more than likely see Maya Barraza come back out into left field, but we'll see who hits for her. Oh, it's a substitution.
It's a full substitution, okay.
All right, so it is going to be a sub. So Barraza is done for now, and we will see number 13.
That is Mendoza.
Yes, it is.
Anicia Mendoza.
Anicia Mendoza.
She's batting .333, and she'll be substituting for Barraza, who was batting .375.
Maybe he just likes her in this position here with runners on second and third. Of course, the leading run at the plate here in a big spot for not only the hitter, Anissa Mendoza, but also Alexis Earsman with 2 outs. First one on the way is in for a strike. Oh, 1 count here to Mendoza with runners on second and first. 2 outs for the Marauders in the top of the 5th. The 0-1 on the way. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Earsman looking for strikeout number 6, and the 3rd out of the inning to keep the bats quiet.
Actually 7. This would be strikeout number 7.
No, you're right, yes. I don't know how to count. But anyways, possibly strikeout number 7 on 0-2. Chopped foul.
Ooh, she took that one off the inside part of the plate.
And just like, I would say just like Castillo, barely getting a piece of it.
Yep. Actually, she's walking away lucky that one didn't go off the bat into the front shin.
So 0-2 count here as Earsman looks for strikeout number 7 and out number 3, the 0-2. Outside corner, not going to get a swing, and the count will go to 1-2. Good eye there by Mendoza.
It's got to be hard. You come straight off the bench. You didn't get a chance to even warm up in the on-deck circle.
Yeah.
That's got to play a role.
The 1-2. High, and the count will go to 2-2. Big spot here for Alexis Earsman. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to get out of the inning, leaving runners on and the lead intact. The 2-2. Slow chopper foul.
She's behind the fastball.
Yes, she is. We'll see what Earsman goes once again on 2-2. If she goes with that changeup to try to get Mendoza out in front, or if she goes with a high fastball and hopes that she chases. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Earsman's first test with runners on second and first. Mingus leads the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Alexis Earsman answers the call, and the Marauders get out of it. Runners will remain on second and first. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Mingus leads 2-0.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
From the Glen Canyon Dam to the corner sidewalks, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has helped build Arizona and the Southwest since 1959. Much like the products they provide, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has a strong sense of community and contributes to it in meaningful ways. Phoenix Cement is considered a premier employer and community supporter and would like to thank their friendly neighbors for 6 decades of continued support. Think harder, think concrete.
Mikhail Gordon will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Marauders lead 2-0 to the Desert Edge Scorpions. Ariana Morales in the circle for the Scorpions here, and Mikhail Gordon looking for a base hit. She reached on an error in her first at-bat. First pitch on the way is inside, and the count will go to 1-0. Want to welcome you back here on Verde Valley TV or KYBC, wherever you may be watching or listening. We're happy to have you along with us. I'm Philip Katafmo alongside Jackie Bessler, and it's a 1-0 count to Mikhail Gordon. Second offering on the way from Morales, runs inside, same spot, it'll go for the same result, 2-0.
Gordon's got 16 hits on the season, and 4 of them been extra base hits. 2 doubles and 2 out of the park.
And Mingus would love that here. 2 balls and no strikes here. The 2-0 offering into left. Gordon down the line. It is fair. Excuse me, foul. I said fair, I meant foul. It was a great hit, but it does go foul, and the count will go to 2-1.
Wouldn't have been out of the park.
Yes, it would have.
Would it? Did it go over the fence?
It was hooking left. I don't know if it ended up going over the fence, but it was definitely hooking down the line in that same area. Maybe it went over the fence more towards the foul pole, but it is a foul ball. The count will go to 2-1.
Our vantage point is left side of home plate, so seeing that foul line on the left is hard.
2-1 is high, and the count will go to 3-1. But a nice piece of hitting there from Gordon. Unfortunately, it didn't go fair, but it was a nice hack from the first baseman nonetheless. 3 balls and 1 strike here. Gordon looking to get on for the Marauders here. The leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 5th, the 3-1. Gordon this time, same spot, but it goes foul. And the count will go full.
Hope Steve's okay.
I hope Steve Endicott, our third base camera guy, is okay as well.
Yeah. That one looks like it may have gone over his head.
I feel like Steve's got pretty quick reflexes. He probably could have caught that. If it was, of course, catchable. The 3-2 on the way here to Gordon. It's going to get off the end of the bat. Coming in to grab it is Hernandez. Close play to first. Is in time for the first out. And now Kiki Saravo will get another opportunity.
4-3 the put out. And after she pulled 2, she kind of got fooled on that one.
Trying to maybe drive it to the opposite side, but maybe just the late swing kind of put it that way.
It was a spinning top, by the way, too. Yeah.
Hitting a dreidel out there.
I know. Wait, what do they call that when it spins on its own, perpetual motion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. First one on the way here to Kiki Saravo, runs inside for a strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
She popped out to the shortstop, kind of.
A weird, very weird at-bat for Kiki Saravo. It was runner interference on Mikhail Gordon. Saravo was technically out because she hit it into the game, or excuse me, into the field, as that one goes in for a strike, and the count will go to 0-2. If she hit it into the field, so she put the ball in play, still counted for an at-bat.
Right.
I don't know. But she sees an 0-2 count here.
You ready for that inside pitch?
Yeah, we're getting ready for it here. The 0-2 offering is inside, and Saravo drives it down the line between third and short. Base hit for Kiki Saravo. Welcome to varsity playoff softball, Kiki.
Yep, that maintains the 500 average for her.
And now Ella Belo, who got on with a walk and came around to score in the 3rd inning, will look to move Saravo into scoring position and possibly put her around to score.
Now, Belo's got power, too. I saw her do a double against Greenway in that right center field up against the wall. She was on base when Erzman hit the 2-run shot.
First pitch to Belo is inside, and the count will go to 1-0.
Now, can you get a bigger lead when you've got a left-handed batter in the box? simply because the catcher has an obstructed view back down to first.
Potentially, but you don't want that obstructed view to become an issue. The 1-0 is a slow bunt. No one is going to pick it up. It'll be a base hit. Saravo's going to go to third. Belo will take off to second. The Marauders have runners in scoring position.
A double that didn't leave the infield.
A beautiful double from Ella Belo. Do it any way you can. And now Mackenzie Figge in a big spot as we take a look at it. You can see Hernandez was playing the bunt smartly, and Belo just put it in the right spot. Nobody was there. Probably be the shortest double Belo will ever get in her entire career. And now the Marauders have runners on third and second, and Coach Eiler will go talk to his freshman pitcher.
Well, that kind of throws you for a loop when you give up a double like that and you got two in scoring position now. What Belo did perfectly with it, she hit it hard enough to get past the pitcher.
Yep.
You knew that the first baseman was going to be charging. Second baseman ran over to cover first. There was nobody. I mean, for that matter, you had to pull your third baseman over to get that ball.
Exactly. It's just one of those instances where it just happened. She put it down where exactly she needed to put it.
That is playing what they give you.
It's very similar to when you'll have the defensive shift on and somebody bunts down into the shift. Yep. You've got guys who are on the right side of the infield, or girls, whatever sport, and they lay a nice bunt down third base line, easiest base hit. Mackenzie Figge will stride in. Figge had a base hit in the third. She'll pull back the bunt on the first pitch. It will go in for a strike. Figge struck out in the first inning, got on with a base hit in the third to bring around Ella Belo, was caught stealing at second for the first out of that inning in the third. And here in the bottom of the fifth, with runners on third and second, one out, Figge could come up clutch and help put on a few more insurance runs for the Marauders late here in the fifth. The 0-1 is high, and the count will go to 1-1.
I say you let her swing away, because you put that in play, you got a better chance of getting somebody home.
And we saw that with Alexis getting on, or I should say it was Marissa Vaca grounded into a base hit that brought in Ella Belo, the 1-1. Into left, it'll go foul.
Oh, she was out in front of that one.
Yes, she was.
That one almost made it to the JV baseball field over
almost,
there.
Yeah.
See that tree out there?
Yeah, I do.
It went right at it.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Mackenzie Figge.
So apparently she picked on the changeup.
Yes.
She was out in front of that one.
The 1-2 offering here from Morales is inside. Got her looking for another K. Second out of the inning for the Scorpions. And now Alexis Ayersman, and here we are once again in a similar situation. And they're going to walk her. Wow.
Second walk. She's got a home run and 2 walks.
Marissa Vaca now at the plate. I'll tell you this. My mom coached softball for years. She never intentionally walked anybody because she knew anytime she did, the next batter up always made it tough. And she has been proven every time, so we'll see if she's right this time. Bases loaded for Marissa Vaca. Vaca is 0 for 2. We'll see what she can do here with 2 outs. Vaca high in the air. And we'll see if the first baseman can track it down. And Mom, you weren't right this time. The bases leave. It was stranded. Thank you, Jackie. Bases are stranded. They get out of it. I'm going to stop talking. Let's go to the 6th. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate, as well as a third-generation State Farm agent, serving you in the same Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin and her team want to wish all of the Mingus athletes the best of luck this season. Go Marauders! Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
The Desert Edge Scorpions will have the top of the order to face Alexis Erzman in the top of the 6th inning. Want to welcome you back here to Verde Valley TV and KYBC for some playoff softball. Mingus Marauders lead 2-0. Maya Rincon at the plate, 0 for 2 so far for the Scorpions. First offering is in for a strike, and the 6th inning is underway.
So far, Erzman has given up 1 hit, 2 walks, a hit by pitch, 7 strikeouts.
She has been pitching very well here. The 0-1 on the way. It'll go foul, and the count will go to 0-2. I will say on the flip side, though, Ariana Morales may be losing, but she just got out of the biggest jam this season so far. Bases were loaded with Marissa Vaca, and she got Vaca to pop up first pitch swinging. That's huge for a freshman.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Can you spell composure?
Yes, very much so. The 0-2. Got her looking.
Number 8.
Give her 8. 1 down for the Marauders. 8 Ks for 99 in the circle.
Gives her 161 on the season.
And now Catalina Sanchez, who's 0 for 2, grounded out in the first, flew out in the 4th.
Grounded out 3-4.
Yeah, weirdly enough, Balo was covering the bag when Gordon was able to make that grab over at first. First one on the way here to Sanchez. Right down the line, it is fair. Sanchez will get on with a 1-out single.
Fantastic job out there defensively by the Mingus Marauders. Freeman came all the way into foul territory to get that one. That one just barely inside the bag. In normal circumstances, you're thinking double on that for sure.
Yeah, very much so. And the heads-up backup there by Tabitha Freeman was able to keep Sanchez at first. And now Alyssa Garcia with a runner on first base will look to get on once again. She's hit safely twice. Got on with a single in the first inning and then got on with a fielder's choice in the 4th. And we'll see what she can do here with a runner on first and 1 out. First pitch is high, and the count will go to 1-0 again here in the top of the 6th inning.
It's getting late out here for the Scorpions.
Yeah. 1-0 offering here from Erzman, the pitch. In for a strike, and the count will go to 1-1.
Ariana Morales, the pitcher, up next. She's got 2 strikeouts in the game. So Erzman's been able to get her twice.
1 ball, 1 strike here. The 3rd pitch is popped up. Balo trying to track it down. She will make the catch. Throw to first, not in time. Freeman able to back it up. But a great play from Ella Balo.
That was athletic.
Yeah, able to make the catch and get the out for the Marauders. 2 outs, runners stay at first, and now Ariana Morales will stride in. We'll take a look at it here. You can see just right off the end of the bat of Sanchez, and Ella Balo almost making the flip to first to double up the runner, but unable to convert the double play, so the count, so we'll go to 2 outs here.
Yep.
And we'll get a new batter in Ariana Morales, who, like you said, is over 2 with 2 strikeouts. First one on the way here to Morales, the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Big cut there, big cut. Morales is trying to tie this up with a
Yeah, she really wants to. She is the tying run here, and she'd be helping her own cause, as of course Morales is the pitcher in the circle for the Scorpions. The 0-1 offering on the way from Erzman, the pitch. Morales in the left, it'll fall for a base hit. Runners on second and first with 2 outs. So Morales finds her first base hit, and the Scorpions needed it.
She muscled that one into left field. That one took that inside pitch and just got it over Vaca's head.
And Eviana Varela, the catcher who Coach Eiler told me had a lot of pop in her bat, will stride in as the leading run at the plate with runners on second and first and 2 outs.
She's got 3 home runs on the season, 9 doubles.
First one on the way to Varela, as Erzman once again is challenged by the Scorpions. First pitch is in for a strike.
That was a dare pitch. Belt high down the middle.
The Scorpions were in the same spot they were here with 2 outs and runners on second and first, and Erzman was able to shut the door. Can she do it again here on 0-1? The second offering on the way. Low in the dirt, scooped up by Stapleton. The count will go to 1-1 on Varela.
Outfield's got to be ready here, because if they can field it cleanly, a single may not score a run here.
Erzman the 1-1 on the way to Varela. Swung on and missed, make it 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Ayersman looking to get out of the same jam she had to in the top of the 5th. Runners on second and first. Sanchez reaching with a base hit. Morales reaching with a base hit. And now Varela with a 1-2 count. We'll see what Ayersman gives her on 1-2. Into right, but foul.
Went to the outside on it.
So Ayersman gave her something to swing at, and she did. It does go foul, and the count will remain 1-2. Again, Ayersman trying to get out of the inning. Looking for strikeout number 9. The 1-2. Popped up, and it'll go foul behind us.
Not a real great effort by the fans behind us.
No, not at all.
No.
How many people are behind us? There's like 8 people? No one's making a play on that one?
Yeah. I saw 2 ducks and 3 people step forward. So
somebody was standing up there with their hand up though, so they at least tried. 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs.
Unfortunately, it hit the hill and went all the way down.
Yeah, so now somebody's got to walk down that hill. The 1-2. Outside corner does not get the call. The count will go to 2-2. Great eye by Varela.
Umpire very wisely in a playoff game asking for assistance out there.
Of course.
It wasn't much of a swing, and it was obvious from us that it wasn't a swing, but still, just the same, you don't leave anything to question.
Right. The 2-2 offering here from Ayersman in the left, but foul. So the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs.
Now I think that was the ball that went down the hill.
Mingus Marauders leading 2-0 to the Desert Edge Scorpions here in the top of the 6th inning. Runners on second and first. Sanchez at second reached on with a single. Morales at first base reached on with a single as well. Ayersman looking for strikeout number 9 in the 3rd out of the inning. Can she get it on 2-2 against the catcher Varela? And the count will go full on that high fastball.
This is one of their 3 seniors up at bat. And, for all of these seniors, every game you play could be your last at the high school level.
Very true. The 3-2. That's in the left. Figgy running in to try to make the catch. She does not. It is out of her glove. 1 run will come around and score. Figgy almost had the catch. But 1 run does come around on an RBI single from Varela. Morales goes to second. And now Hernandez will step up. Still 2 outs for the Marauders. Their lead is cut in half, 2-1. And we'll get a courtesy runner at first.
Number 4 is running for the pitcher.
Just a courtesy runner. We'll try to get the name here for you. Number 4.
Well, they're going to do 2 courtesy runners.
So we'll have a little more. Actually, Varela is going to go back to first, and it's going to be a courtesy runner for the runner on second, which is Morales. So they'll let the catcher run, but they'll let the pitcher go back and settle down.
Well, that's because that's the tie and run.
Exactly, and you want the speed on the bags, of course. And you've got Kylie Hernandez up, who did reach with a hit by pitch, but is hitless so far. 2 outs. Ayersman just looking to get out of the inning with the Marauder lead intact. I'm not sure what.
With your hands in your mouth, coach. No artificial noise. Here we go.
What was that?
I'm not sure.
Kylie Hernandez at the plate with runners on second and first. First pitch is high, and the count will go to 1-0.
6th batter in the inning here for Ayersman.
Yeah, this has definitely been Ayersman's worst inning so far. Has only allowed 1 run, and it came in this inning. The 1-0 on the way. The pitch. Hernandez swung on and missed on the inside fastball, and the count will go to 1-1.
First time up, grounded out to Vaca.
You go back to that bases loaded with Marissa Vaca at the plate just an inning ago, and hopefully that won't spell trouble for the Marauders. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. It goes to 1-2. Ayersman just trying to get out of it. Desert Edge finally gets on the board. Our score 2-1 here in the top of the 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Erzman looking to get out of the 6th with minimal damage. The 1-2. Foul.
Just got a piece. I like Erzman's little ball spin.
Yeah, good movement on her.
Already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sort of dusting off the dust, getting a little bit better grip, getting a good feel as to where that might be. And we'll see what she gives her on 1-2. A pitch. Fouled off as well.
No, that keeps the wrist loose.
Oh, very true.
Yeah.
And the fingers, of course.
And in my case, it would be just a nervous tinge.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Alexis Erzman. Looking to get out of the inning with 2 outs. Kylie Hernandez up at the plate. The 1-2. Right to the pitcher, that'll end it. But not before the Scorpions are able to bring around 1 on 3 hits. Our score 2-1. The Marauders looking for some insurance late. Stay with us.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the 2nd largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built.
Go from foul and dirty to fresh and flirty in one call to AZ Bright Bins. Have your residential garbage cans professionally cleaned. AZ Bright Bins uses a high-pressure system and 230-degree water to clean and disinfect. Doing it yourself is smelly, dirty, and uses up to 15 times more water. Act now for an introductory offer of only $10 per can. Look at your garbage can. It's worth it. Get started now at azbrightbins.com.
Sydney Stapleton, Mallory Copeland, and Tabitha Freeman will be tasked as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning with putting on some insurance runs for the Marauders.
I've called Jennifer Griffin over at State Farm and ordered some insurance.
Yeah, we're hoping that Jennifer. Great. Yeah, Philip Talbot alongside Jackie Bessler, who just made that joke. The Marauders, of course, looking for some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And we want to thank Jennifer Griffin for helping us sponsor this game and all of our wonderful sponsors who helped make this playoff game possible and this broadcast possible. Stapleton still facing Morales. Morales has really settled down since the 4th inning and has allowed a few hits but no runs as Stapleton watches the first pitch high for a ball. Stapleton struck out in the 2nd and grounded out in the 4th, and she leads things off here in the bottom of the 6th.
Left the bags loaded.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yep, took a lot of work to get there.
1-0 from Stapleton is swung on and missed, or swung on and fouled. And you kind of hope that that bases loaded jam does not come back to haunt Mingus in this game. I mean, they are leading, and they, unless they score more runs here, they're going to be going into the 7th with the lead regardless of whatever happens in this inning. As Stapleton pops that one straight up in the air. Viela will try to make the catch. It will be the 3rd baseman, Sanchez, coming over and making the grab. 1 down for the Scorpions, and here comes Mallory Copeland.
That's not an easy catch.
No, it is not.
That ball was actually caught about 2.5 feet in front of first base, or in front of home plate, rather.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a long run for the 3rd baseman.
But she comes in and makes the grab. So 1 out for Morales. And here is Mallory Copeland, who is also hitless so far. A ground out in the 2nd, a pop-up in the 4th, looking for a base hit to get things going for the Marauders with 1 out. First one on the way to Copeland. Popped up again. It'll stay in the infield. Hernandez will try to track it down. She will. 2 down and 2 quick outs for the Scorpions. And here comes Tabby Freeman.
Now, the other reason that you want to extend this inning is you want to give Erzman an opportunity to get some water, get out of the sun here for a moment, and relax for the top of the 7th.
Yes. Tabitha Freeman looking for a base hit. Got on with a walk and was stranded at 3rd in the 2nd inning and then popped up in the 4th. We'll see what she can do here in her 3rd at-bat. Watches the first pitch away for a ball.
Then again, Airsman just might be ready to get back out there.
I think Airsman's fired up, and she wants to shut down the Scorpions in the 7th and walk away with a victory. 1-0 count. Pitch on the way to Freeman. Watches that one in for a strike, and the count will go to 1-1.
Took something off it.
Mikkel Gordon waiting on deck. Freeman looking to get on for her. The 1-1 offering. Freeman swung on and missed. The count will go to 1-2.
Again, took something off of it. Now you wonder whether Morales is going to come back with the heat now that you slowed down the bat.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to come in right down the middle with a fastball to end things out. The 1-2 on the way. Inside corner, almost got the call, but the count will go to 2-2.
Well, we had the speed right.
Yeah. Location was not.
No.
That's probably the reason why we're not catching. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Freeman with 2 outs.
No, my reason I'm not catching.
2-2, Freeman fouls that one off.
It's because I'm not sure I could get up and down 150 times a game.
Yeah. I was a catcher all through Little League and travel ball and in high school, and sometimes getting out of the spot for me is a little tough as well.
Well, no doubt.
Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Tabitha Freeman.
We're not 16, 17, or 18
No, we
anymore.
are not. No. Freeman awaiting the 2-2 offering here. Looking to get on for the Marauders and extend the inning. The 2-2. Freeman, slow roller to third, picked up by the third baseman, throw on to first. A 1-2-3 inning for the Scorpions. The Marauders are 3 outs away from their first playoff win in 2021. We'll see if they get it. We'll head to the 7th. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Yavapai College has classes and certifications in the most sought-after trades, state-of-the-art industry skills, and accelerated learning programs. Don't chase the job market, command it. YC is offering 1 class free for the fall semester. Just visit us online at yc.edu/cares for details and register today.
Serena Castillo, Adriana Alfaro, and Maya Barraza will be the 1-2-3 here as the Marauders are 3 outs away from their first 2021 playoff win. Philip Katafmo alongside Jackie Bessler. First one on the way to Castillo is fouled off a long way down the right field line.
Into the crowd.
Into the crowd, and the count will go to 0-1.
So, took a little tour by the Mingus Trophy case.
Yeah.
I did indeed. 1978, state runner-up for 2A softball.
Yes.
1981 and 1985, 2A state champions.
So the Marauders, of course, have been in the playoffs. They have not won a region since 2010. They won it this year, and then it seems like they haven't won a playoff game, or they haven't won a championship since the 80s.
Yeah. Yep.
So they're trying to break it up here, but the 0-1 count on the way to Castillo. Pitch on the way. That'll go foul, and the count will go to 0-2. So it's probably right of us to say that it's been a while since Mingus has won a championship in softball.
It has. It has. 36 years. This will be 36 years.
Yeah.
So
they're going to break that curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be their first 4A championship.
Right.
Be their first in 30-plus years.
Yeah.
And it starts with beating Desert Edge. Mingus leading 2-1 here in the 7th. The 0-2. Outside corner. Got her looking. 1 down for Airsman. And now Adriana Alfaro will stride in with 1 out.
That's strikeout number 9.
Yeah, Airsman doing quite well. Alfaro, who reached with a walk in the 5th and struck out in this 3rd, will look to be the first base runner here for the Scorpions in the 7th. First pitch on the way with 1 out is away, and the count will go to 1-0.
We should have Brian, cue up Mambo number 9 whenever she gets to 9 strikeouts. What do you think?
It's a bit of a long song with a lot of listing, but
well, that's true.
The 1-0 is low, and the count will go to 2-0.
Somehow I think the Mingus fans would tolerate it.
Judging by the pregame music, yeah, I think they would.
Right.
2 balls and no strikes here with 1 out. Ayers been looking for out number 2. Alfaro looking to get on for the Scorpions. The 2-0. Swung on and missed. It'll go to 2-1.
So Mingus outfield playing somewhat middle in right field. Relatively deep in center.
And left.
And left. Yeah, left is the deepest spot right now.
2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. It'll go to 0-2, and Ayersman is fired up.
2-2, right?
2 balls and 2 strikes. Yep. What did I say?
0-2.
0-2. The count is 2-2. Ayersman looking for strikeout number 9. The 2-2. Foul. Alfaro stays alive. So that'll settle Ayersman down just a little bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maya Barraza waiting on deck. Ayersman looking for Mambo number 9, the 2-2. It'll go foul.
So that's a jog back.
Yeah, you got to make that long run back. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. The tying run at the plate.
No hill for a stepper.
What?
No hill for a stepper.
No, not at all. 2-2 count here. Ayersman looking for strikeout number 9. The pitch. Got her! 2 down for Mingus. That'll be strikeout number 10. And Ayersman looking for number 11 here with Maya Barraza up. Barraza struck out in her only at-bat so far in the 3rd. She was courtesy hit in the 5th. And Ayersman looking to make quick work of the Scorpions. First one on the way. In for a strike.
She's dialed in.
She is. Ayersman is fired up. The 0-1 on the way. The pitch from Ayersman. Foul. And it's 0-2. The winner of this game will more than likely take on Paradise Honors. They are leading 11-3 against Suarito in the 7th. They will more than likely walk away with the win, so Mingus will probably play, at least what it's looking like right now, they might get a chance to play Paradise Honors, but Ayersman's got to get past Barraza. The 0-2 is high. Now 1-2.
Mingus faithful on their feet out here.
As they should be. Ayersman with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Trying to get out of it with their first win here in the playoffs. The 1-2. She struck her out! Alexis Ayersman, you are phenomenal.
11 strikeout, and she struck out the side.
Wow. Ayersman came into this inning focused and shut the door on the season for the Desert Edge Scorpions. The Marauders will have a home game on Tuesday against the Paradise Honors High School, who are probably going to beat Suarito. It's 11-3 in the 7th.
Now, what's interesting about that, if I remember you telling me, it was 0-0 in the 5th.
It was, and so it seems like Paradise Honors came on late.
Right.
Whether there was a pitching change or maybe the offense finally woke up. Same thing with Suarito. Obviously, they tacked on a few runs as well. But Jackie Bessler, 2-1 victory for the Mingus Marauders. It got a little close, and we're sweating a lot, not just because we're right directly under the sun, but it was a great game from both teams.
Absolutely, and congratulations to Desert Edge, the Scorpions. You know, they put up a heck of a fight. They fought and scratched to get to that number 13 position to get into the show, and they have represented well. This is a young team. This team's going to be back in the playoffs here again soon.
Yes,
see them.
And we will be back here on Tuesday night at Mingus Union High School. We'll wrap up this matchup matchup and get you ready for next Tuesday. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. Marauders beat the Scorpions 2-1.
Terrifying jobs. Window washer, take 4.
So, Fernando, this is a really terrifying job, man. Why do you do it?
I like to be up here looking at the view.
How far up are we?
Right now, we're about 400 feet.
This is a whole nother level. Is there anything that scares you?
Yeah, distracted drivers, man. They terrify me.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
Want to welcome you back here to Verde Valley TV and KYBC. If you're just joining us, well, you missed a heck of a game as the Mingus Marauders beat the Desert Edge Scorpions 2-1 in the first of hopefully many playoff games for the Mingus Marauders here in 2021. Philip Katafmo alongside Jackie Bessler. Jackie, it was a great game on both sides. And let's start with Desert Edge in the circle. Ariana Morales really turned it on in the second half of the game.
Oh, she did indeed. The freshman in the circle played a phenomenal game, kept the Mingus Marauders hitters pretty much off balance.
Yep.
Getting out of a bases-loaded jam back in the fifth inning was just phenomenal.
For a freshman, too.
Yeah. I mean, composure, having the ability to know what you got to do and know that there's only one path out of this, that nothing, nobody scores, and she was able to do it.
Yeah.
Phenomenal job, and limited the Marauders. The Marauders have the ability to put 10, 12 runs on you, and when you only give up 2, that's not too bad. Scattered some hits. Mingus basically stole a run and got another run off of a home run from Erzman. So, both of those really aren't going to be the pitcher's scenario. It's not like she gave up 5-6 hits in a row with 4 walks.
And of course, and there were a couple errors in the field as well that did take away some outs from Morales, and of course that home run from Erzman really kind of the only blemish on her record so far today. Of course, she did give up a couple hits, but for the most part, she kept the Marauders' bats quiet, especially down the line. And like you said, getting out of that bases-loaded jam in the fifth as a freshman pitcher in a high-stakes single elimination game against a number 4 team, that's huge for a freshman pitcher going forward.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, she gave up 2 walks in the game, 3 hits, 2 runs, and had 1, 2, 3 strikeouts on the game, 4 strikeouts in the game. So that's an impressive game.
Yes,
that's an impressive performance in playoffs.
Yes, and we want to pass off a congratulations to Coach Eiler and the Desert Edge Scorpions. It is very, very tough to make it in the playoffs. It is very, very tough to make the playoffs. So congratulations to them for just making it here. It was a tough-fought game. They almost battled back. It was 2-1 victory for the Mingus Marauders, but Desert Edge will focus their attention to next season in the 4A West Valley. I'm sure we will see them in the playoffs going forward. Once again, Coach Eiler runs a great program there in Goodyear, and their season is done, but the Marauders, they got it done. Alexis Erzman pitched phenomenal.
Oh, she did. Erzman gave up... gave up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 bases on balls, had 11 strikeouts during the course of the game. She gave up hits to Sanchez, Garcia, Morales, and Varela.
Yep.
And unfortunately, 3 of them came in the same inning, which is how they got their run. Hit 1 batsman during the course of the game. So she had, 7 base runners during the course of the game. Also extremely efficient for playoff softball.
Through 4 innings, Erzman had 1, 2, 3 innings in the first, second, and the fourth. It wasn't until the fifth where Desert Edge started to chip away a little bit. Of course, Erzman was able to get out of the inning, but that 6th inning where the Scorpions scored that first run and had runners on second and first, then they had runners on second and first the previous inning. They were starting to add a little bit of pressure to Alexis Erzman, but Alexis comes into the 7th inning and just shuts the door.
Not only that, I think the Marauder defense played exceptional here today.
Yeah.
No errors from what I saw.
Yep.
I think softball IQ on the field here today was high.
Yes.
Extraordinary. Knew what to do when they got the ball, and they played it extremely well. Stapleton had caught a would-be stealer of second.
Yep.
That was important in the first inning,
yep.
just to make that a 1-2-3 inning. So, I think that I think that Ayresman had fantastic team effort behind her.
I will say, though, coming into a bases-loaded jam, leaving runners in scoring position like that didn't hurt the Marauders today and may not hurt them down the line, but you face South Point Catholic with bases loaded and you're either up or down by 1 or 2, you're going to need those runs later on. So Mingus, if anything, is just got to get the bats going a little bit at the bottom of the order.
Certainly so. I mean, you have to take advantage of opportunities when they come about, because as you move forward, if you think about it, we will be down to the
yes.
best 8 teams in the 4A division.
Yes.
And with who is in there, and if you look at Max Preps and along those lines, you're talking about some of the best teams in the state.
Correct.
If they give you an opportunity, you better take it, because they're not going to give you many during the course of a game.
And the side that Mingus is on in terms of the bracket that they're in, they obviously beat Desert Edge. It was a close game, 2-1. Now they have to face Paradise Honors, who has really been running through teams. They do sort of have a bit of a tough battle against Swarita. This is Paradise Honors I'm talking about. They did get the win against Swarita, but it was 0-0 going into the 5th. You can kind of question, as Paradise Honors, was that their first test? Because their record is great, but they haven't played too stiff of competition. You look on the top side of the bracket, South Point Catholic playing against Apache Junction this morning. At South Point, we're not sure what the score is right now, but definitely favored in that one. It's 11-0, so South Point did end up winning that game. So congratulations to Apache Junction for making the playoffs. Poston Butte got an upset victory at number 9, beating the number 8 Prescott Badgers. Those are scrappy teams.
Mm-hmm.
Prescott, we've seen Prescott. Prescott has beaten us. They beat us here at home, or on the road, 8-7 in a very close game, a comeback from behind victory for them. Then they give Mingus a 4-1 win here, which was very close. But like I'm saying, it just gets tougher from here. 2-1 with bases loaded, and Mingus needs some runs in the 6th, and you're facing Paradise Honors, or you're facing South Point Catholic, or honestly, even if you're facing Swarita or Prescott, that is tough. Those are runs that Mingus is going to need.
Oh, certainly so. Mingus ends up scoring 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks during the course of the game. So they didn't have a lot of Lady Marauders on base here today, but they did make it work. Ayresman, of course, hitting the home run in the first inning, right between the L's where it says Mingus softball out there in right center.
It's a nice shot.
It was a gorgeous shot. It was out of here in about 2.4 seconds without a doubt. Second run was scored by Ella Balo in the 3rd inning, and she walked and was able to come around and score, but that was a little trickery because she actually ended up stealing home base as Ayresman got herself into no man's land between second and first and was able to create the throw, and when the throw ended up going back to second, nobody was covering home, and Balo saw that, came around and scored.
It's going to be Tuesday against Paradise Honors, and Jackie, I mean, they come in as the number 5 seed. We just talked about Paradise Honors. How are we feeling going into that matchup? Like I said, Mingus has just got to make some adjustments here up at the plate, and they just got to score some more runs.
Swarita took their division, 13-6 on the season, same record as Desert Edge. They played some very good competition in Tucson. However, it's hard to say because you've got that Tucson division that plays Tucson, and it's hard to say if their pitching is as good as Phoenix pitching, as good as Northern Arizona pitching. It's just extremely difficult to make a comparison. So you don't really know what you're going to see. One thing I do know is that Paradise Honors has not seen Alexis Ayresman.
That is true.
And that's going to be what they're going to have to contend with. I agree with you. Mingus has got to figure out a way to get runs on the board because you cannot expect absolute perfection, especially when you go and play the better teams. It's going to be hard to win games with just 2 runs from this point forward.
Mingus Union High School will take on Paradise Honors High School on Tuesday at 4:05. First pitch here at Mingus Union High School. You can catch that game right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. We hope you join us for that one. For everybody here at Yavapai, Jackie Bessler, I'm Philip Catafamo, wishing you a great rest of your night, and we'll see you on Tuesday for some more playoff softball.